Hey guys, enemy Catzz here. In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 10 new anime with an overpowered MC in fall 2023. With the last month of the year just starting out, it's time to see which of these anime shows has the most overpowered character, and if you have missed any show from the list. So, without further ado, let's begin. A recently released VR MMO, or virtual reality massively multiplayer online game called One More Free Life Online, has made its debut. Taichi Tanaka, a 38-year-old single man with a typical office job, enthusiastically logs into the game using his young boy avatar named Earth. As someone who enjoys playing video games during his leisure time, he is excited to explore this new virtual world. In this game, players are granted unrestricted freedom to pursue their desires, and Taichi decides to specialize in a skill that is generally considered to be useless. He delves into the art of crafting potions. They are known to be exceptionally challenging to make, cooks delicious dishes that surpass the norm, and wields peculiar and unconventional weapons to hunt down monsters in the game world. In the next patches of the game, the developers made access to the potions harder, which made the demand for those with so-called useless skills increase, making Earth have a really good start in this world. With this unconventional playstyle that he enjoys, he got extremely overpowered without intending to be part of the meta, while gaining access to unique events that only he can have. While walking home from her office job one fateful night, Kaoru Nagase meets an untimely demise. To her surprise, she awakens before a man dressed in white who identifies himself as God. He confesses to having made an error that led to her premature death and promises to make amends by reincarnating her into a different world. The goddess of the new world, Celestine, grants Kaoru's requests, including reverting her body to its 15-year-old form, bestowing upon her the ability to create potions with custom effects, and providing her with a limitless storage box, among other concessions. However, Kaoru soon discovers that this medieval-inspired realm lacks the abundant magic that she had been led to believe. As a result, her potions become highly coveted by avaricious nobles. Armed with knowledge from her previous life, Kaoru endeavors to survive in this world by utilizing her potion-making skills and clever strategies.
気合い一発! ほんと疲労がポンと! お前たちは万死に値する。潰れろ。
The conflicts of ancient kingdoms pale in comparison to the battles waged within the confines of a classroom. After 1,000 years of being trapped in a magical stasis, the Dark Lord Leonis experiences an unexpected awakening, only to find himself inhabiting the body of a 10-year-old boy. Without delay, he encounters Riselia, a courageous girl who stands against the voids, mysterious creatures that have nearly wiped out humanity. Filled with determination to unravel the enigmas of this unfamiliar era, Leonis decides to enroll in Excalibur Academy, a renowned institution that trains students to combat these elusive monsters. Could there be a hidden connection between the voids and Leonis' own past? The answer awaits as Leonis embarks on his journey within the academy.
Oni-san, 大丈夫ですか?
After losing his leg during his early days as an adventurer, our protagonist decides to retire and return to his peaceful countryside hometown, engaging in activities such as gathering medicinal herbs, exterminating magical beasts and wild creatures, and assisting the villagers with their farm work. It becomes difficult to label him solely as an adventurer or a handyman. Time passes swiftly, and before he knows it, he's approaching the age of 30. During his herb gathering expeditions in the mountains, he stumbles upon a child that has been abandoned. Unable to simply leave the child behind, he brings her home and raises her as his own. Years fly by, and as he nears the age of 40, his daughter has grown into a young woman who harbors a strong desire to become an adventurer, likely inspired by her father's own experiences. Although he had taught her swordsmanship from a young age for self-defense, her talent with the blade proves to be remarkable. Recognizing that she deserves a life beyond the confines of the countryside, our protagonist sends her off to the Adventurers Guild in the capital. Another 5 years pass, and our protagonist protagonist, now in his 40s, continues to serve as a pseudo-adventurer in the countryside. However, his daughter, now an esteemed S-class adventurer, has yet to return home even once. The protagonist's heart is filled with a mixture of pride for his daughter's achievements and a longing for her presence. Throughout history, humanity thrived by harnessing the power of magic, a precious gift bestowed upon them by witches to aid their progress. However, times have evolved, and the advent of the scientific gear expansion has rendered both magic and witches obsolete, seizing the opportunity to free humanity from what they perceive as the curse of magic. The mighty Redia Empire initiates a merciless campaign to exterminate all witches. Adonis, a young boy at the time the witch hunt begins, was apprenticed to a beloved witch. Devastated by the loss of his mentor at the hands of the Empire, Adonis becomes consumed by a burning desire for revenge. Fueled by his unyielding rage and formidable wizardry, he vows to make the Empire pay for their atrocities. With his powers unleashed, bloodshed shall follow in his wake as he sets out on his path of vengeance. Fate Graphite finds himself amongst the Forsaken, burdened with what he thinks is a useless ability, known as gluttony. This affliction causes him to be in a perpetual state of hunger, unable to find satisfaction. However, everything changes when Fate takes the life of a dying thief and consumes not only the man's strength, but also his very soul. In doing so, he awakens the true power of gluttony within him. Now, Fate has the opportunity to harness and control this insatiable hunger, ultimately becoming the master of his own fate. Through understanding and mastering his newfound abilities, he can shape his destiny according to his own desires. Together with a sword named Grid, which he resonated with on a trash bin found from a shop, they are going to protect the ones they love, while bringing no mercy to those who have oppressed the likes of Fate. The world teeters on the edge of destruction, following a devastating 10-year war within the treacherous Shadow Labyrinth. Amidst the chaos, Desir Arman stands as one of the few remaining skilled magicians. Yet, even his formidable abilities are insufficient against the overwhelming threat, menacing humanity's very survival. Just as Desir resigns himself to an inevitable demise, a miraculous event occurs. He is sent back in time to his early days as a student of the esteemed Hebrian Academy. Given this rare second chance, Desir becomes resolute in his determination to alter the course of fate, not only for himself, but also for the friends and comrades he had once lost. Armed with knowledge of the grim future that awaits him, he sets out to make a difference. Can his efforts and the wisdom gained from his time-traveling journey change the tides of destiny, or are they fated to relive the same tragic events once more? With unwavering resolve and the weight of their shared history, Desir and his companions strive to rewrite their destinies and forge a brighter future. Through their combined strength, cunning, and newfound insights, they embark on a quest to defy the looming darkness and reshape the world's fate.
爆発の反動で
俺を倒すことにこだわりすぎだアゼストこれ砕けろ
In a world dominated by dragons, where these majestic creatures hold dominion over the sky, sea, and land, those who dare to challenge them must transcend the limitations of ordinary human strength. Among these brave souls is Ragna, a determined dragon hunter who is willing to go to any lengths to achieve victory, driven by an unwavering desire to conquer the dragons. Ragna forms an unlikely alliance with a mysterious individual known as Crimson. Crimson's true intentions and motivations remain veiled in secrecy, but their ultimate objective aligns with Ragna's, to bring about the downfall of the Dragon Monarchs. Together, they join forces, pulling their unique strengths and abilities in a relentless pursuit to vanquish these formidable rulers. As they traverse treacherous landscapes and face unimaginable challenges, Ragna and Crimson uncover the true extent of the dragon's power and the sacrifices required to fulfill their shared goal. In a world where the dragon's influence looms large, Ragna and Crimson stand as a beacon of hope, fighting against overwhelming odds to reshape the destiny of their world. Their determination, resilience, and unyielding spirit will be tested as they engage in a battle that transcends mere mortal limitations.
竜を狩り尽くすこの世から一体残らずこの手でそれしかない見事に作成した
emotionally burdened after completing her beloved manga series. Fuko Izumi finds herself at the precipice of ending her own existence. Cursed for a decade, she has carried the weight of a condition that brings unimaginable misfortune to anyone who touches her, even resulting in the deaths of her own parents. Standing on a bridge overlooking train tracks, Fuko's life takes an unexpected turn when she is touched by a strange man, causing the ground beneath him to collapse, leading to a fatal encounter with an oncoming train. To her astonishment, however, she discovers that the man, who she names Andy, has the ability to regenerate and return to life. Andy carries the burden of immortality and, like Fuko, shares her fervent desires for death. At first, dismissive of each other's intentions, Fuko eventually decides to join forces with Andy, driven by the desire to provide him with the most meaningful and fulfilling death possible. Little do they know, a shadowy organization lurks behind, keen on exploiting the peculiar abilities possessed by the duo.
じゃねえと狂っちまうんでなクソぶちまけたツケは払ってもらうクーピアン
Rakuro Izotome, a high school student, has a unique passion, seeking out and conquering shitty games. With unparalleled gaming skills, he takes delight in defeating even the most poorly made games. When introduced to the new virtual reality game, Shangri-La Frontier, Rakuro follows his usual approach, min-maxing and skipping the prologue to dive right into the action. However, little does he know that Shangri-La Frontier holds hidden secrets waiting to be unraveled. As an expert gamer, Rakuro embarks on a quest to discover all the mysteries that lie within the game. Will his expertise be enough to overcome the challenges and uncover the truth of Shangri-La Frontier? Rakuro's journey through this virtual world promises thrilling adventures and unexpected revelations as he delves deeper into the game's enigmatic depths. This is personally my favorite anime of the season, as it's just like a better Sword Art Online experience without the gore, emphasizing more on the main character's skill as a gamer.
はい参りましたなんて降参してたまるか
And that's all the anime we have for today. Do you agree with the list? Which of these anime shows do you like the most? Comment down below once you have watched them all. If you want to see more anime content, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned and I will see you guys soon.